Hire a virtual assistant now and chill.
Hello, everyone. Today is a great day. We have a really special person today who will be our guest for this episode of Hire a Millennial Virtual Assistant. By the way, I am your host, Anette, Project Manager of VAFLIX, and here with me is our Operational Manager, Jan Ryan Moulic. Welcome to the show.
Hi, Annette. Thank you so much for having me here. It's a pleasure.
All right. So, before anything else, how was your week? Are you still having time to do stuff outside work?
Well, thank you for asking. Not too bad. I'm doing well so far. I just stayed at home and had some quality time with my mom. Well, just a normal weekend. Just played some online games, my guitars. So, it's summer season here, so I prefer staying at home.
Awesome. We do have something in common. Mine's been great too, spending time with my family, especially my daughter, because it's already their vacation time. So more time with her. And it seems like we're spending time with our family since we don't have someone special aside from them. Am I right?
Well, I hate to say, but yes, that's the case.
That being said, why don't you tell us about yourself, Ryan, and what you do as an operational manager here in VAFLIX?
Well, of course. Hi guys. My name's Ryan. I'm the operations manager of VAFLIX, who oversees the operations like the VA department, podcast department, marketing department, and the billing department. So technically, my main role here is to make sure that all of our people are calibrated when it comes to process and compliant to each steps or each process that we make, and of course, being efficient with their tasks. Another thing is to implement the right processes and practices across the organization to attain success. Outside VAFLIX, a fun fact about me is that I love collecting Funko Pops. You can just research it in the web, how it looks like. I love collecting Marvel characters, and musicians, anime characters, and many more. Also, I play some online games like Dota and Valorant if I have free time. I'm also in a band and I play the guitars. So we have an organization here in La Union called Side Project. So just a segue to promote our organization, where we play every month together with our members. Sometimes we organize gigs that are for a cause to help other people, like nonprofit organizations or do some charity works. So yeah, I think that's all about myself. You'll know more about me eventually.
All right. Well, that's a very nice introduction of you, Ryan. And I didn't know that you were that talented. You are a musician and you also play online games. And I cannot say that I am a player myself, but I also play Mobile Legends and a little bit of COD. So,
yeah, I know those games.
Yeah, I'm still a starter, I can say. So let's get going to our episode for today. And I think this would be a great way for you to share your knowledge as an operational manager, since you are very well versed on all departments here in our company. We will be talking about how our virtual bookkeepers impact your business. But first, of course, what is a virtual bookkeeper and how does it grow a business? What are your thoughts on this, Ryan?
Oh, thank you so much for that question, Annette. So, what is a virtual bookkeeper? Like a traditional on-site bookkeeper, virtual bookkeepers manage day-to-day financial tasks like recording transactions, reconciling bank and credit card accounts, and of course, processing payroll. So the key difference is that a traditional bookkeeper needs to be present in your workplace to carry out those tasks. In contrast, a virtual bookkeeper handles everything remotely using cloud-based softwares. So virtual bookkeeper is also known as a remote or an online bookkeeper. And your follow-up question, how does it grow a business? Well, for me, there are, I think, 6 ways that it helps grow our business. So first is, of course, financial savings. So from the word itself, financial savings. So it's less expensive compared to an in-house bookkeeper. Um, it will definitely help you focus on your core competencies. Secondly, so if you will hire a virtual bookkeeping expert to handle your accounting needs, you will free up your time to focus entirely on running your business. So a bookkeeper who works from home can handle all of those minor but essential bookkeeping tasks, freeing you up to concentrate on running your business, building relationships with your customers, and so on. So when you are done with your bookkeeping for the week, you will have like a few extra hours that you can put toward developing a growth strategy for your own company. Third, like we can ensure finances are up to date. So we'll keep your finances up to date by preparing some detailed financial and accounting reports to assist you on improving your understanding and ability to manage your company's financial matters. Next one, improved control of cash flow. So it is also important to keep track of both of your income and your expenses. But doing so, it consumes a lot of amount of time. So you will be able to evaluate your income, expenses, and profit margins with the assistance of a virtual bookkeeper who will also help you compile and maintain an accurate record of all of your financial transactions. So they are also able to assist you in managing your receivables and following up on your payments. Also, in addition, if you have a trustworthy bookkeeping system, you will have an easier time analyzing your financial situation and determining whether or not your company is profitable enough. If you have an accurate bookkeeping system, you won't have to worry about having a negative account or paying extra fees. And of course, if you have like a professional expertise or a professional bookkeeper that will handle all of those for you. And another thing, the ability to increase your scale. A bookkeeper who works in an office is expected to keep standard business hours. Because of this, it is possible that they will not return your call or email outside of normal business hours. On the other hand, a virtual bookkeeper is more likely to be adaptable and flexible with their schedule and make time for you in any event of an emergency or other time-sensitive matter. You are also able to scale up their services as needed in accordance with the specifics of your project and needed requirements. Well, I still have a lot here, so if you're still willing to listen, it's okay. I really appreciate it. But yeah, I would love to continue.
Yeah, I think you have a lot more to say, Ryan. And just before you continue on, I just want to let my audience know, or our audience know, that you might want to prepare your pen and paper.
And yeah, I totally agree with you, Annette. So if you have a pen and paper in handy, you might want to take down notes.
Right, just in case you don't miss anything. And of course, you can always look back or listen back to this episode. All right, you may just continue on and share the knowledge with us, Ryan.
Thank you so much, Annette. And yeah, going back, well, as hiring a virtual bookkeeper, there is no longer a requirement in today's world for someone to manually enter each and every piece of data. So the ideal candidate for this position is that if they have the experience with the professional finances software that is standard across the sector. So this will allow them to automatically import and integrate financial data into the appropriate location. So desktop and online software applications such as QuickBooks, Sage, Xero, and NetSuite are examples of the kinds of programs that the financial teams typically use to organize and report on financial information. So, because of their extensive technical knowledge, dedicated bookkeepers are able to handle the majority of your company's functions in a timely and effective manner. And this gives you the opportunity to devote more of your time to activities within your company that produce actual value for it. Well, you can send a VAFLIX message if you have any questions about our bookkeepers, because we have a large number of qualified candidates. So I just wanted to segue that.
Right on, Ryan. So it seems like there are a lot of things that a bookkeeper does, right?
Indeed.
Right. So can you tell us more about the day-to-day tasks of a virtual bookkeeper, perhaps? Maybe we can summarize it down.
Yeah, sure. So, what is a day-to-day task for a virtual bookkeeper? So, same with an on-site one. So, virtual bookkeepers manage day-to-day financial tasks like recording transactions, reconciling bank and credit card accounts, pay invoices, and processing your company's payroll, and also preparing and emailing invoices to our customers. So, that's somehow the summarized day-to-day tasks of a virtual bookkeeper.
I see. And I hope we have some interested people out there who wants to be a bookkeeper someday. And then, of course, they'd be interested in checking our page, of course. So if those are the day-to-day tasks of our virtual bookkeepers, I'm just wondering how or why do some business owners would prefer having a virtual bookkeeper instead than doing it themselves?
Why do some business owners prefer virtual bookkeepers? Well, of course, it's less expensive. And, small businesses can spend a lot of money on a full-time bookkeeper. So aside from the salary, the other costs of hiring an employee are very high. This includes taxes, health benefits, and office overhead, of course, and so on and so forth. So all of these costs and more can be saved by hiring a virtual accountant or digital bookkeeping assistant. So by hiring virtual assistants or a virtual bookkeeper, you can save about 30 to 50% of the money you would have spent on your in-office workers. So, for example, a full-time bookkeeper who works in your office would cost you between, rough estimate, $3,000 to $4,500 a month. So, on the other hand, if you want to know how much a virtual bookkeepers make, as per Growth Force, that they make between $500 to $2,500 per month. So, see the big difference there. So, there's a lot of efficiency, and also it's less expensive if you will hire a virtual bookkeeper on your company. So even though an online bookkeeper does the same work as a regular one, you won't have to pay for their office space, furniture, office supplies, etc., etc. So outsourced accounting services as well can also help you with your taxes, reconcile your finances, and enter data, all of which take a lot of time and effort.
So those are really great information, especially for business owners out there who really are busy with other tasks, of course, in growing their business. And I think it is very efficient, both for the business owner, the business, the growth of the business, and of course, having a bookkeeper at hand. And of course, remotely at that point. So I think we have a lot of information for this one episode only. I think it is best if we can have a part 2, or if our audience have any other questions to add, they can feel free to let us know. Maybe they can shoot us an email at admin@vaflix.com, and we'll be more than glad to create a whole new episode for you guys if you have questions with bookkeeping. So just to give you a rough summary of what we've talked about, we were able to identify what is a virtual bookkeeper and how does it grow one's business. So it doesn't just save you financially, but of course, the time of our business owners are also saved. And they can focus on other more complicated tasks other than just spending their time in bookkeeping alone. So I think that would be it. Is there anything else that you would like to add, Ryan?
Yeah, and I would love to have more episodes with you, Annette. So if ever that you have some, well, certain topics to discuss or to talk about, I'd gladly help. So if ever I was helpful today, so I'm really hoping that I was. So
You
I'm really
are.
looking forward for well, another episode with you. So yeah, that's it.
Definitely. Definitely. And maybe I would have one last question, if that's okay, Ryan.
Yeah, sure.
Because if you're questioning if you've been helpful on this episode, well, you definitely were. And we were able to learn a lot of things. So to end this episode, what do you think would be the biggest impact of hiring a virtual bookkeeper?
In my own opinion, you will know where your company stands. You make worthy financial decisions when you are fully aware of your business's finances through up-to-date records, cash flows, and books. So yeah, for me, that's the biggest impact.
That is awesome. All right. So maybe we can like end all the note taking from here. Just kidding. Because we had a lot of things that we have to discuss regarding bookkeeping. And I think this will help business owners and, of course, even virtual assistants who are interested in bookkeeping. So, ladies and gentlemen, our operational manager, our guest for today, Ryan, thank you very much for joining me today for this episode. I hope you were able to enjoy this as well.
Yeah, I was. And well, I'm really amazed because, well, I was able to pull this off because I'm not used to talk in front of the camera and, of course, being recorded. So,
Well,
yeah, thanks.
You'll get used to it. We'll have more episodes with you. Don't you worry.
I hope so. I'm really looking forward to it. But anyways, thank you so much again for having me here, Annette. And yeah, see you again.
Thank you very much, guys. Till the next episode. Bye.
In the world of modern, electronic, fast-paced society, where everything needs to get done yesterday, business owners always find themselves lost or buried under piles of daily crucial routine tasks that soaks up the last drop of energy a business owner has. Hiring assistants from VAFLIX can shave hours from your work week. They offer a great level of convenience and flexibility, which leads to a healthier work-life balance, freeing up time to focus on your business. You are guaranteed to work with an assistant who is well experienced, a great communicator, highly educated, and has a good heart. They treat their clients like family. Hire a virtual assistant now and chill.